Welcome to Home Studio Quickies, the show where I answer a recent or relevant question, the answering of which will be helpful to everyone. How do I turn the gain of the Gentleman up? The volume seems to be low comparing with my other VSTs. Thanks. Now, there are a couple of different ways to do this, but I'm going to show you the way that I found to be the simplest and cleanest way. So let's go right here to the Gentleman. And along the top here, this is contact 8. You'll see the view menu, which is helpful. We can make all kinds of things visible, like the keyboard that you saw down there. We can take it away, we can bring it back. What we're actually after, though, is this thing called the instrument header. Okay. Now, on the instrument header, it has, again, the title, and you can go through settings here with these arrows, create snapshots, adjust the pan and the tune. What we're really after, though, is the volume, as we stated. So here the volume is set to 0. And if we simply take it to the right, drag it to the right, you can't actually click on these. It won't change it when you click on the plus and minus. It's hovering at 7.4. So, and by default, it goes all the way up to 12. I'm just going to bring it to, once again, 7, and we'll listen. Take it back down. So this is the simplest and cleanest way to do it because it turns up this instrument only. Another way you could do it is by adjusting the track volume down here. And when you do that, you would turn up this volume knob here. The only problem with doing it that way is that it is turning up everything that is in the track. In this case, I have 2 piano instruments, as you can not see because I've just move the screen up, but we'll set this to 0 and just go, there we go. So, okay. All right, so that makes the 2 pianos very audible. So you can see my mouse here. I'm going to double click on it and it will reset back to 0. And because I have these 2 pianos open, doing that just kind of makes it it turns up both pianos, and I don't really want the mechanics that loud. I just want the piano that loud. So this is the best method for turning up your volume. Now you have to be careful with this because as you play with both hands, it will get louder, depending on how you play, of course. So that's just something you want to watch out for. There is another method that involves a compressor, but that's a little less reliable. But we can look at it real quick. In the tonal section, we go over here to compressor type. And right now it's on thick saturation. And we can put it to the pop compressor, pop piano, right? And this has a little more punch. We can even compress more. And what this does is it actually evens out the sound of the entire piano. The higher you turn it, the more crunched and compressed it tends to sound, though. So once again, the first method that we showed is probably the best way to turn up the volume without affecting all these other things, like the tonal quality changes quite a bit when you use the compressor to do it. Hopefully this answers your question.